to remediate communities impacted by gas flaring. Green Park Academy Aduwawa emerges overall winner of 2022 Separate Energy Pearl Quiz Competition. Plus, viscovaginal fistula and rectovaginal fistula sufferers winning war against the medical condition. A very good evening to you and welcome to NTA Benin News at 7. I am Ubako Bong Achibom. Participants at a one-day accountability for gas flares and emission reduction project dialogue held in Edo State have charged political parties and candidates in the forthcoming 2023 general elections to address gas flaring greenhouse emissions and liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) utilization issues in the election campaigns. Jitabu, who participated in the dialogue, reports that panelists at the event called on the federal government to use gas flare penalties in remediation of communities and environments impacted by gas flaring.
Or greenhouse emissions have become some of the most discussed environmental issues across the globe in recent times. Their impacts on health, environment, economy, and climate are some issues raised by these panelists in their submissions.
Oil is the mainstay of the nation's economy, but we cannot put our people's life on the line only because we want to make money.
There should be an audit of the Nigerian Delta environment, social audit, and economic audit to ascertain the impact, the actual impact of oil and gas flaring in the Niger Delta.
It's either they give us clean energy or they leave the oil in the soil.
The organizers, comprising 10 civil society groups under the umbrella of Initiative for Community Development, are proposing a gas flaring tracking mechanism to ensure that the right penalties apply for every gas flared in the country.
The laws of Nigeria have set out that there will be penalties for flaring gas. And these penalties that have been set down by the law is not being adequately and correctly, transparently calculated and paid.
We must do our best to not only know what we are producing, we must also be able to account for it in terms of revenue, and so that we can also be able to transmit the effect and the impact of that revenue to the communities that have been part of this journey for the last 50 or so years.
The dialogue also advocates for Nigeria to meet its LPG utilization target, emission reduction, and correctly reporting of volume of gas flared in the country. In setting this agenda, the organizers are expecting that leaders who will emerge after the 2023 general elections will show commitment to ending gas flaring in the country. In Benin, Jude Abugu, NTA News.
Thank you, Jude. And turning to other matters now, Edo State University Zaire has resumed the first semester of the 2022-2023 academic session with the new students who have been undergoing orientation program. They were urged to keep the rules and regulations of the institution.
The new students of Edo State University Zaire gathered at the Aliko Dangote Hall of the institution for the pre-orientation organized by the Students' Affairs Division of the university. The Dean of Students of the institution, Dr. Harriet Ifanando Obente, said the program is to make the students get used to the rules and regulations of the institution as well as other areas of the school.
Okay, the essence of this pre-orientation is to teach the freshers about the culture and the values of the university. As you can see, they are freshers, they just gain admission into the university, and the university has rules and regulations that govern their conduct within the hall of residence and within campus. And if they are not properly guided, they can fall short of these various regulations. So that is why we deem it fit that before they start lectures, we need to equip them with what they need to know.
There were lectures on dress code on campus, general conduct of students, virtues of Edo State University students, and the university's anthem.
In the faculty of law, there's actually a jury court that is settled that can actually try any student who is not properly dressed. And if you are found wanting, you sanction or fine.
While you are here, you are expected to be good citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Same way you are expected to be good citizens and ambassador of the school.
For the students, it is a good way of starting a new school. Hence, the promise to keep to the rules and regulations of the university.
I'll follow the rules and regulations of this school strictly.
So what's your application today? So what did you do?
We launched the school anthem, and they've been giving us some rules on how to go about in the school and how to dress properly.
So you promise to dress properly?
Yes, I promise.
And one thing I gained from this orientation is that I gained the values, the virtues, the things that you need to know about the school, and the precautions and the consequences about it. That's what I gained.
So do you intend to keep to the rules and regulations of the school?
Yeah, according to what you said, if violated, there are fines. I have no means of paying those fines, so I need to follow their rules.
By obeying them simply, obeying them, dress well, obey the rules. If you disrespect the rules, you pay heavy fines and can be eradicated from the school or something. So I don't want that. After the money I paid, I need to obey the rules.
The main orientation for the new students of the university will hold in a later date. In Uzarwe, Victor Odion Acha, NTA News.
As still talking education, Green Park Academy at Duawa, Benin City, Edo State, has emerged winner of this year's NEPL CEPLAT Energy Pearls Quiz competition among secondary schools in Edo and Delta States. The school defeated Deeper Life High School Warri, Delta State, to lift the trophy and a cash award of 10 million naira. Goodluck Enani has the details.
The competition, which started some months ago with 682 schools, produced Green Park Academy Aduwawa, Benin City, and Deeper Life High School Warri competing for the finals, while Uniben Demonstration School and International High School Sapele vied for the runners-up, with each of the schools giving 20 seconds to answer selected questions in various subjects following approved schools' curriculum.
Which of the following is the process of energy production in the sun? B is the correct answer. International.
The good talent participation of the students in the course of the quiz was to the admiration of guests. Green Park Academy Aduwawa, Benin City, scored 80 points to defeat its opponent, Deeper Life High School, who scored 48 points to emerge overall winner, while Uniben Demonstration Secondary School, Benin City, defeated the International High School, Sapele, with 80 to 25 points, respectively, as the runners-up. CEPLAT says the initiative is expected to stimulate healthy competition among schools and to encourage learning.
Whether you are from a poor home or you are from a rich home, we want to give you a platform through which you can climb to great heights academically.
Through this competition, we have touched over 50,000 students from Edo and Delta State. So many of them have gone through university education.
Green Park Academy went home with the star prize of 1 million naira and a trophy, with the students getting 100,000 naira each. Deeper Life High School went home with the sum of 5 million naira, a trophy, and its 3 students got 75,000 naira each. Uniben Demonstration School got 3 million naira, a trophy, and its student got 50,000 naira each.
Being champion is feeling really good, especially after working hard with these guys by my side. We're happy that we scaled through and we came out second place, and we give glory to God for that.
Yeah, I want to say a big thank you to CEPLAT for the opportunity given to students and schools.
And I'm quite thrilled that those state schools came out first and third. And I'm sure they are going to continue to improve.
In Benin, good luck in NTA News.
A reminder that you can reach out to NTA Benin Newsroom on any breaking news and happenings in Edo State. The number to call is 0915-355-9648. Members of the public can also reach out to us on WhatsApp through the same number. You're still watching NTA Benin News at 7. We now take a break. We'll be back shortly. Please stay tuned.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, 2 things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities, fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenoyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
It's finally here. Yes, the one-stop shop for everything electronics. Benin City, let's jubilate. It's Uyi Technical Electronics Mall, 45 Adesewa Road, Benin City. Our unique shopping mall for authentic, high-quality electronics of major brands like LG, Samsung, Scanfrost, Nexus, Hisense, and more. Get quality, authentic brand products like refrigerators, side-by-side fridges, deep freezers, front and top load washing machines, gas cookers, air conditioners, OLED and other varieties of television, DVD players, home theater, standing fans, home appliances, generators of different brands and sizes. You name it, we've got it. Get the best bargain and authentic products at Uyi Technical Electronics Mall, 45 Adesuwa Road, opposite Winners Chapel by Ihama Junction, GRA Benin City. Uyi Technical Electronic Mall. Everything electronics. We dare to stand out.
Rejoice with Etako Club 81 at 40 as the drums roll out to celebrate the existence of the foremost socio-cultural club of Edo North. The major highlight is the fundraising for the completion of our dream house, the Afemai Cultural and Vocational Arena. Awards to deserving sons and daughters who have excelled in their chosen fields. Display of Edo culture at its peak. It comes up Saturday 29th October 2022 at Whitestone Events Place, 3 Billings Way, Oregun, Ikeja, Lagos. Time 12 noon prompt. Etako Club 81 at 40 is under the distinguished chairmanship of I Chief Mike Ozehume. Special guest of honor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, the Executive Governor of Edo State. Guest of honor, Comrade Philip Shaibu, the Deputy Governor of Edo State. The Royal Father of the Day, Alhaji Aliru Momo Ikelebe III, Otaru of Auchi Sacred Kingdom. Chief Host, Chief Samuel Afemikhe, Chairman Board of Trustees. Host, Dr. Balaye Sufu, President, Etako Club 81. RSVP, Chief Gregory Otu, Chairman Planning Committee. Netako Yalo.
Congratulatory message on the occasion of your birthday, 6th anniversary of your ascension to the throne of Benin Kingdom, and the National Award of CFRO bestowed on you by President Muhammadu Buhari. On behalf of myself, my family, and the entire household of Christ Chosen Church of God International, I wish to join your millions of admirers to felicitate with your Royal Majesty, Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolokpolo, Oba Ewaye II CFRO. We are always happy and encouraged as your subjects each time we recall your numerous achievements since you ascended inherited this lofty throne. Amongst your numerous achievements in various spheres of human endeavor, your royal intervention have made justice and equity to be your guiding principles. We pray and wish you much pleasure, good health, including peace as you celebrate your birthday now and after, including many impactful years on the throne.
He said.
With pain in our hearts, but with total submission to the will of the Almighty God, the families of Bello, Sagi, and Lawani invites you to the celebration of life of their husband, father, grandfather, brother, uncle, and friend, Honorable Dr. Ja Bello Sagi, from 1952 to 2022. Friday, 28 October 2022, Vigil Mass at St. Matthew's Catholic Church by Wellspring University off Iriri Road off Airport Road, Benin City. Time 4 p.m. Color of the day, navy blue. Saturday, 29 October 2022, Funeral Mass at St. Matthew's Catholic Church by Wellspring University off Iriri Road off Airport Road, Benin City. Time 9:30 a.m. Color of the day, purple. May his kind and gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Signed, family.
Many thanks for staying tuned. Sufferers of viscovaginal fistula, VVF, and retrovaginal fistula, RFV, are winning the war against the medical condition of feminine urinary or fecal incontinence, courtesy of the Betsy Obasake free VVF and VRF surgery. Elizabeth Omoko has the details.
Nigeria accounts for 40% of the global burden of the VVF and ROVF condition in the world. The medical condition where a woman's vagina, bladder, or rectum continually leaks urine or feces, resulting in a life of poor health stigma. Here at the State Specialist Hospital, venue for the Betsy Obasake free VVF ROVF surgery, are these women who had once had a fair share of the medical condition, spanning 8 months to 19 years.
I went for a scan and x-ray, and they told me that I could not deliver normally. But after putting heads together, the doctors decided to try normal labor for 4 to 6 hours. Under that period, they said if the baby does not come out, then I'll have to go for the cesarean section. During those periods, the baby came out, but I had already been advised by the x-ray to go for CS. So that was what really affected me.
19 years now, since 2003. They are appreciative of the support of the governor's wife and want other women in similar condition to seize the opportunity to live a healthy life.
When it started, I never knew it would come to an end. When I start facing the trials, I never knew it would come to an end, but today I'm fine, I'm okay, so I'm really grateful to Her Excellency for.
My friend here from somebody that daughter in a village, because you know I'm the issue, that's why she called me that say there is program like this that only for Benin. I did not feel one error. You come here with your challenges and you will not go back the same way because they really do the work. The Betsy Obasake free VVF ROVF surgery, initiated in August 2021, had successfully carried out 4 batches of surgeries for sufferers. The initiative, open to women from within and outside the Edo State, is part of the governor's wife maternal and child health care initiative. In Benin, Elizabeth Omoko, NTA News.
Now, victims of flood disaster in Esako Central and East Local government areas of the state are appealing for assistance to be able to get back on their feet again, as all their life savings have been lost to the flood. Akim Eteakai, who visited the communities, report that although the water is receding, the people are lamenting poor handling of the situation by the government.
For the past 6 weeks now, riverine communities in Isako East and Central local government areas of Edo State have been flooded with several properties, including farmlands and livestock, destroyed by the flood, which has become an annual occurrence in the areas. A visit to some of the affected communities in Isako revealed that the flood is gradually receding as victims are returning to their various houses. Commercial activities are gradually picking in the areas. Some of the victims said life has become miserable for them as their means of livelihood, which is farming, has been destroyed by the flood. They appealed to government to come to their aid as no government presence has been felt in the areas since the inception of the flood.
There are some people that the river destroyed their rice. Even myself, I didn't have any rice now. They did rice before I begin, water covered them. So I'm now living in another person's house. Look at my house nearby here. I never park onto my house because it's always covered by water. So if government can render us a help, we will be very happy today.
We are so far, and we see the road, leave a car everywhere, no get road, nowhere to cross. The management we did now for year to eat. Before we even make fire, we put fire on top of put this thing on top of this thing, make fire, all those things.
Can come and help us with anything. So there's nothing too small, there's nothing too big. As you can see the community now, most of them in the community, there is no food for them to eat this year again because the food has been wasted. So we want the government to come and help us.
A visit to the internally displaced persons camp in Ogomeri, Ekperi shows that few victims were in the camp, while others have returned to their various communities.
And the magnitude is so high that nobody can imagine. I think billions of naira have been lost by those of us in the riverine area. Talk about Osomegbe, Udaba, Ofukpo, Agbabu, and Egbete and others.
In Udaba, Ekperi, Akim Etayoka, NTA News.
Time for another break. We'll be back shortly. Please stay tuned.
My people, man we go win election. You know they have to know. Man we go remember in people that from small picking that they know. Honorable Valentine Aswe, all investment I don't start here night them day. Now thousands of Edo youth now come up from poverty when you give them job for in company. Edo start to not do well as all of una agree say that this man I will go vote for. When go represent us for Senate for Abuja for this election. Vote for youth with they vibrant and intelligent. Vote Honorable Valentine Aswe DVD for Senate for Edo South. Vote APC. APC program. They go Abuja direct.
Hooray! As we mark yet another milestone in our world-class journey, the Vice-Chancellor, Engineer Professor Emmanuel Aluyo, on behalf of Senate, staff and students of Edo State University, Uzari, happily invites the general public to our 4th Convocation Lecture, which comes up on Friday, the 4th of November, 2022. The Convocation Lecture, titled Fake News, Reimagining the Role of the Mainstream and Social Media in National Development, will be delivered by Professor Tony Radia, former DG, Nigeria Television Authority. The 4th Convocation Lecture is under the distinguished chairmanship of Professor Lilian Salami, the Chairman, Committee of Vice-Chancellors of Federal Universities in Nigeria, and the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Benin. The special guest of honor at the lecture is Dr. Salisu Sani Umar, the Rector of Auchi Polytechnic, Auchi. Time for the lecture is 10 a.m. prompt, and guests are expected to be seated by 9:30 a.m. The venue is Aliko Dangote Auditorium of the Edo State University, Uzari. Come, join us as we make history again. Habib Ekalefo, Acting Registrar, Announcer.
This is not just a hotel. It's a resort, a place where luxury, class, and hospitality meets. It's not just four walls. It's a reinvention. It's an idea that relaxation should be brilliant. We offer world-class services that makes the experience unforgettable. Edo Heritage Hotel, you can't get it better.
there, welcome to the newest lounge in the ancient city of Benin, Hyperion Lounge, a lounge with good food, music, drinks, karaoke, networking, exclusive for VVIP, and a relaxed environment to meet the right people. Hyperion Lounge is situated at rooftop floor, which has a panoramic view of the city. Visit us at 76 Akpakava Central Hotel, Efedosa Signature, opposite First Bank, Benin City. For seat reservation, call 091 5111 1123. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Hyperion Central. Email info@hyperioncentra@gmail.com. All COVID-19 guidelines is strictly adhered. Hyperion Lounge, exclusivity redefined.
Many thanks for staying tuned. A renowned philanthropist and head of administration, Iroa Specialist Teaching Hospital, Alhaji Momo Saliu, has extended hand of charity to less privileged persons in his community and launch of Momo Saliu Foundation to mark his retirement from service. The event, which took place at the celebrant's residence at Iroa in Esang Central Local Government Area, Edo State, brought together Muslim faithful and management of the hospital. Rosemary Ibrahim has the details.
Muslim brothers and sisters, including colleagues from the Irua Specialist Teaching Hospital, ISTH, as well as friends and well-wishers, converged on the residence of the celebrant, Alhaji Momo Saliu, head of administration, ISTH, to identify with him on his meritorious retirement from service. Delivering a lecture shortly after prayers to commence the event, Imam Musa Adudu, the Chief Imam Ujawole, and Dr. Tijani Husseini, Chairman, Islamic Medical Association, Edo State Chapter, said there is need to be selfless in serving humanity and using your wealth to affect lives positively. They also stressed the need to leave good legacies worthy of emulation before retirement.
And only those who were charitable and philanthropic, serve with pure hearts and selflessness, will gain access to paradise through that door.
The only thing that will count for us is servitude. How much have we served people? How much have we served Allah? Service to Allah is true service to humanity.
High point of the event was the donation of cash to some persons as part of the launching of Momo Saliu Foundation, which the celebrant said is aimed at helping less privileged members of the public.
Yes, the service you give, you don't have excuse for failure. So you continue to give service, because I come from a service-oriented establishment. So we render service to patients. So nothing should prevent you from rendering that service to the patients.
Some of the beneficiaries who spoke on the kind gesture of Alhaji Momo Saliu and other colleagues present said they will miss him as the head of administration ISTH.
As a man who is gentle and who likes giving out whatever he has for the services of humanity.
The token he gave to me, I was very happy. I didn't expect it. I pray for him that Almighty Allah will bless him abundantly. Where he collect this money, he will be blessed more than times 10.
Alhaji Momo Saliu retired from active service with effect from Wednesday, 26th of October 2022. In Irua, Rosemary Ibrahim, NTA News.
And that's the news. Many thanks for watching. Good night.